We are live.
Yes, 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 yes. OP table, OP table, OP table. August 26, 2023, topic of discussion. We are discussing the Old Timer, the Old Timer Association of Indiana. Our studio guys is the Old Timer coach. Understand me? G. Rashid. Where's the guys? Understand me? Where are you? Understand me? Understand me? Thank you very much. Old Timer coach, Old Timer Association of Indiana. The Old Timer. Old Timer of Indiana. Old Timers in the spotlight. We got a coach, G. Rashid. G. Rashid is in studio. G. Rashid on OP table. Thank you very much. One Fulula. How you doing, Mr. Fulula?
Doing wonderful.
One Fulula being away from the table. People went from South Africa. Oh my goodness. Hey, young Fulula. G. Rashid. And then Samuel. The coach of the Old Timer Association of Indiana. Still okay. Our chairman, Joseph Sigis Agasele Jr. The midfielder of the Old Timer. Thank you very much. Yes, yes, yes. And then Samuel, where are you? If you are in Indianapolis, and then Samuel is in studio. And then Samuel on OP table. Share the video, share the video, share the video, share the video. Share the video. If you are in Indianapolis, Indiana, and then Samuel is in studio. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Where is Ennis Samuel? Ennis Samuel in studio. Well, we want to apologize for coming late. Apologize for coming late. OP table, OP table. Young Fulula, how you doing, my brother?
I'm doing wonderful on a wonderful Saturday.
Yeah.
I just came from attending my son a football game. My son got a touchdown. He got a touchdown.
Young Fulula, thank you very much.
I'm getting athletics in my house. I'm getting a superstar in my house.
That's a good thing. I'm not sure what is in your house as well. What about Chairman?
Yes, I'm playing. Yes, I'm playing music.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Young Fulula coming from on the feed. Young Fulula song coming from doing touchdown.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
The young man is playing football.
Young Fulula forgot about soccer. He going to football. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
My man, where's the coach?
The coach is not allowing him to turn the camera on. Oh my goodness.
Then you do it on your computer. You can't do it on the phone. It will not work. Well, ladies and gentlemen, today, August 26, 2023, we are discussing the Old Timer Association of Indiana. The Old Timer of Indiana. And then after then, we're going to spread our tentacle to the Republic of Liberia. Because Young Fulula in politics. Young Fulula want to roast CDC. Young Fulula went from South Africa. Young Fulula been away from the table.
We're exploring the war.
Yeah, Fulula want to hear from you while waiting for our studio guest, Ennis Samuel.
me
Indiana,
one.
Police, Indiana. This coffee table. Yeah, man. What's up? What's going on?
The coach said the camera is not turning on.
Oh my goodness. Our senior guests cannot come on. Let a man use computer. Use a computer. You can do it on the phone. We are waiting for the student guests. And Samuel, we Rashid, the coach of the Old Timer Association of Indiana, the biggest coach ever in Indiana. Hey, Rashid and Samuel, you are live on open table. So there's a W on open table. Rashid, your coach. The coach is here with the midfielder and the striker. Oh my goodness, Nyafuda the goalkeeper. Oh my goodness. What happened to the coach?
Man, we can start the coach when the coach come in while Joseph is working on it. On the coach getting in, we can start. We can start. We can start with what on your mind right now.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's a good thing. While we're waiting for the coach, we love you. We love you, but your computer don't love you. The computer say you can't come out today. Coach, we say please come. We love you so much. Our senior coach, the coach of all time, the winning coach, Tirashi on open table.
All right, Mr. Chairman, you can pause the music so we can start. We already start late, so we don't
Yeah,
want our guests waiting. Our viewers, some people watching from Liberia, and
I think the coach is back,
yep, the coach is on
right?
here.
Yeah. Thank you very much. The coach is back. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the coach, the senior coach, the coach of all time, the greatest coach ever. Coach, you are welcome on the table. Are you there, coach?
Coach, please adjust your camera so we can see. We will see half of your face.
Hello, senior coach. Coach, are you there? I don't think the coach hearing me.
I don't think he's hearing you. I think it's probably a delay.
Yeah, there's a delay somewhere. The coach gone by again. Anyway, without further delay, let's dive straight into the issue. We're going to start with Jan Volule. Jan Volule was in South Africa. Jan Volule, what's on your mind? I know you went on a program. Jan Volule, tell us what's on your mind. The community, the Old Timer Association, and everything that happened in the world. What is on your mind, Volule?
Well, thank you. Once again, my name is Nya Volula, coming from live, coming from somewhere on Gold Rush Drive in Canby, Indiana. I'm glad I'm back on base. I went out of country, specifically in South Africa. I was there for a few weeks, and I'm back on base. I just want to tell God thank you for safe arrival back on base in the United States. South Africa was great. It was wonderful. South Africa is Western lies. You there, you don't even feel that you in Africa. You don't feel that you're on the continent of Africa, and everything that we get here is there. I see KFC, Mandano, Burger King, BP gas station, Share gas station. Everything that you see
Really?
around here is all in South Africa. And
Wow.
when I didn't see any African restaurant I could go to really taste the real taste of Africa food, the African food. I didn't see that. Um, every food I ate, from India, Portuguese, Portugal, other country food, restaurant I could see,
Hmm.
or Chinese, and what have you. But
Was there
I
any
didn't see
Jamaican food?
Jamaican. Yes, they had Jamaican food, but you could not see African food, or that I could
Tobagi,
really
just a
go.
tobagi.
No, there was no Tabagi, there was no Liberians restaurant or Gambians or Ghanaians or Nigerians restaurant you could see to go to. And I
So,
asked, you know me now, I asked for those things, but all those of African I asked, they said there's none around that that they can direct me to. So yeah, so that's how South Africa is. 4 lane, roundabout, camera, how you call it, street light camera, everything. You can book the light, you will get ticket, you will
what's the
get
speed
ticket.
limit? What's the speed limit in South Africa?
The speed limit
Is
is
the highway?
65, 75. Just how we got, just what we got here, 75, 80. Some places 70, 75. So South Africa is like Europe, man. I'm telling you, it's like Europe.
So community wise, what's on your mind? Community wise,
Community wise, I just want to tell all our community dwellers today we're celebrating our flag. We're
plenty.
celebrating Flag Day, August 24th. We're celebrating it today. The Liberian community in the state of Indiana celebrating it today. And the location is in Canby. I think it's 8400 West County Line Road in Canby, Indiana, right
Yeah.
behind my house. If you lost, just come to my house. I will direct you there. I will direct you right behind my house, like 2 minutes away behind my house. So we are celebrating our August 24th, Flag Day today at that park right behind my house in Canby. Um, I'm ushering all Liberians here in the state of Indiana to come out. Let's celebrate. Let's have fun. Let's chat. Let's talk to one another. Let's show the world how patriotic we are to the flag. As our
Yeah.
flag raised up
That's
high,
it.
we are raising the dignities of the country. As our flag raised up high and fly in the sky, we showing how we are. We're showing the world who we are as
Yeah.
Liberians. So let us come out today and just share to the Indians, the people of Indiana that we are here. Liberians are here also. Then they recognize us, as well. So I just want to say, all Liberians come out in your red, white, and blue.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Honorable Chairman, while waiting for the studio guest, Ernest Samuel. Ernest Samuel, we are waiting you. We are here. We want to see you, Ernest Samuel. G. Rashid, the senior coach of the Old Timer Association of Indiana. We are waiting you. Obitable is here. Your debut on Obitable. We are waiting you. Honorable Chairman, while waiting for the coach, what's on your mind?
It's good to be back. It's good to be back here on Open Table. It's good to be back with you guys. Thanks to our listeners or viewers and those that are watching. They can share the show. We're gonna talk about a little bit about the community of Indiana, Liberian community in Indiana, and we're gonna talk about politics back home. We have been seeing a few things and few movement. We see CDC, we see UP, we see CPP. Jan Nedevolulet, Jan has been active with politics back home. He's preaching the gospel of CPP. Unlike Jonesy XYZ, who is here today, he's a UP supporter, but I mean, I cannot see him working. Like he's not working like Jan. And we have 45 days. If we talk about politics in Liberia, 45 days left to see if George Weah will continue. If Liberians will decide to go the other way. And right now, man, we are going through some exciting times. Politics is just what it is. It's politics. Uh, there's no permanent friend, not permanent enemy. It's just permanent interest. We have people that are participating in the politics in Liberia like simply and solely based on interest. So it's up to the voters to know who they are going to be voting for, and we'll be watching. We'll be watching. Liberia is all we have, regardless of how far we are away from Liberia. That's home. So we pray and we hope that everything will go well back home. Uh, and we leave it up to the voters, even though sometimes they refer to us as internet citizen. But I mean, the money and the support we send back home, they are not based on the fact that we're on the internet. It's because we are invested in Liberia. And because we're invested in Liberia, we're always going to talk about issues pertaining to Liberia. And we await the coach. We hope he will be here, but it looks like he's having some difficulties with his device. I think he's using his cell phone to join. So if he cannot make it, we can keep the ball rolling. We got a lot to catch up on. And today, like Jan said, before I give it over to you, Liberians in Indiana will be celebrating the Flair Day. Flair Day at the park. Matter of fact, the event is going on right now. You can call the president, you can call the secretary, you can call the vice president, you can call Jan, you can call the Ways and Means, the youth chair. They will give you direction to go to the park. They are celebrating Flair Day. Today we are celebrating Flair Day. We are far away from home, but we cannot forget about things that are so dear to our heart and the things that we celebrate back home. Like my dad used to say, and he always will say that no matter how long a stick stay in the water, they can never become a crocodile. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I'm here talking with a coach. Yeah, it's not easy. Coach, we are with you. Try by all costs. If there's any means, if there's a tablet, use a tablet. Somehow, iPad. If the phone, because the phone, I don't know if the phone cannot make it at all. It's a computer. You can do it on the computer. We are with you. We got you. We love you. Our coach, senior coach, Old Timer Association of Indiana. And then Samuel, our student guest. But anyway, what is on my mind? We are with the coach. What is on my mind? Uh, Today we are discussing. I mean, today it is. We are celebrating our Flag Day in Indiana. I don't care what happened in the community. There is a need. People should go over there and embrace the occasion and grace the occasion as well. Okay. Somebody be talking. I want to send it to the coach through an email. Somebody be talking, please.
So it's a good thing to be here. Matter of fact, it's a good thing. Like as Wazi said, Flair Day is today. We'll be talking about Flair Day, and we'll be talking about politics in Liberia. But first of all, we'd like to have Jan the devil like to tell us more about what he wants to talk about Flair Day first and foremost before he wants to talk about CPP. Jan is a member of CPP. Matter of fact, he's on almost all the platform preaching the gospel of CPP. I think he believes in CPP. He believes in comments. I think it is his hope that comments can win. And at least I think he believes that Kuman is the right person at this junction to move Liberia forward. So, Mr. Yana Davula, you can go ahead and tell what's happening. What's happening with CPP? The politics back home, like my other fact, like CDC, UP. I mean, I know CDC and UP. I think they are looking at this thing like a two-horse race, and I mean, they are overlooking CPP. I mean, it says CPP is what 7%.
That's what they say.
Party or 7%. So go ahead.
Yeah. First of all, let me talk about Flag Day. August 24th, 2 days ago, August 24th, Liberia celebrated 176th Flag Day. 176th Flag Day. As Liberian, when we see our flag up flying up high on any of, on any poles, on any vessel on the sea, on anything in the world, what do we what comes to mind? You know? So now that we are celebrating 176th celebration of our flag, I want Liberians to really reflect on the dignity, the prestige the flag brings as a nation. When we see our flag, the proud that we get, when we see our flag somewhere, you know, when you raising your flag, you saluting the flag. What are you doing? Are you doing it with your whole heart? When you singing your national anthem, are you singing the national anthem with how do I term it? Are you singing the national anthem with dignities and pride? Because when you see other countries singing their national anthem, some people can even be crying, singing that they put themselves into it. You know, when they see their flag flying or high, you see them taking proud of that because it represents their nation. What do we have as a nation when we see our flag to really boast of our country in the world? That's what makes the election very crucial to us as Liberians. 176 years have gone by. We have nothing to show up. We are still at the lowest level amongst countries in the world. You know, so this election, young people, we are the young people. Our generation, the 21st generation, are the majority making this decision this come around. We are 60 plus percent in the country, and we are the one
I send it through the
that
chat.
making those decisions this come around. So I want us to think about our past as we move forward to the future. What are we missing, and how can we correct it this coming forward? That's why I present to you the CPP. The CPP, when you look at it, it represents the future in this election. The CPP represent uh, the change that we all been longing for. If you look at Josh Weah, 6 years ago, if popularity can bring change, Josh Weah will bring change today. If popularity can bring change, because you overwhelmingly voted for Josh Weah. Josh Weah, before Josh Weah could ascend to the presidency, you could see the entire nation was looking up. The entire youth, our generation, was looking up to Josh Weah. Since Josh Weah got there, we are the same people still in the street. We are the same people still crying. No food on fathers in the homes of fathers and mothers. No school fees. Father cannot afford school fees. Mothers, grandmothers are still selling bitter ball in the market to sponsor their 28 years old children in school, where those children are supposed to be working and sponsoring grandmothers and grandfathers. So that's why we are so passionate about this election. That's why we are so passionate when we're speaking to our kind, our generation, my peers group, that we should open our eyes to look deeper. Let us not settle for less. Let us not follow this popularity or syndrome to make the same mistake that we've been making in the past. I will stop here for now and give the chance to other people to talk.
Yeah, thank you very much, Jan Vorule. While we await the coach, even though the coach have not appeared yet, we await him. See the guest is Ernest Samuel G. Rashi, the coach of the Otama Association of Indiana. G. Rashi, we await you. OPT will love you. But I send you the link again. Honorable Chairman, while Jan Vorule propaganda enough talking about how the change should be the CPP. I know deep down into your heart, you got something on your mind as well.
I just reading the chairman mind.
Is your nephew in the race? I don't hear anything from you.
You said who's in the race?
Your nephew? I don't know, your nephew or like your brother, I don't know. What's going on there?
My namesake is in the race, Joseph Boyka.
No, I don't. Anyway, go ahead.
Joseph Boyka is my namesake. Joseph Boyka is a man from Lofa County. I am from Lofa County. Matter of fact, not just from Lofa, I'm from the southeastern region as well. I'm a boy from the seaside. My mom is crude, so matter of fact, I don't do the tribal politics. I caught between the line.
Yeah.
But the thing about the truth of the matter is, The flag day is very important. A flag day is very important. Sometimes I look at the flag, even though I think the flag is looking almost like that of the United States. I think that was a weak design, but then again, if you look back, the people who designed the flag, they said 7 women. They came from here. Matter of fact, uh,
Zana Lewis.
yeah, some of them. Matter of fact, they came from here. They were slaves.
Former
They
slave.
yeah, they did their best with what they learned from here to design that flag. That flag in itself is plagiarism because it really do look like that of the United States. But then again, we cannot distance ourselves from America. All throughout our existence, America has been there. Maybe it's time we grow up. It's time we grow up and we look at something differently. And the flag was adopted August 24 or 1847. That was definitely after independence, because we all know that July 26, 1847 is the independence. Let me not make a mistake like my old man Joseph Boyka. I'm trying to be very careful. Uh, Matter of fact, it's okay for the old man to make mistakes. I mean, it comes with age. It comes with age. At that age, you cannot retain a lot of things. So
What is
mistake.
the mistake he made?
He said Liberia was 196 years old, and
That's
that's
the same with Trump.
no, that's fine. That's a mistake. I
Yeah.
mean,
You were
I mean,
asked twice and repeated it.
My man, even me, I can make that mistake.
Now, now when you are asked twice,
My
not
man,
really.
it's okay. You ask me twice, I'll make the same mistake. Ask me if you feel I'm lying.
all right, that is chairman propon.
Okay, so the flag is unique. It symbolizes a lot of things. You see, the thing about the flag, uh, we have an independence in 1847. It's about time Liberians we start to think differently. Why it's true that America is always in our corner, we should start to think for ourselves. For too long, we have been relying on the West. Too long, we have been relying on NGO and other things. For too long, politicians fail us repeatedly. And that's why I'm not always zealous or I'm not too happy and I'm not just out there shouting for politicians because they are the primary reason for our problems. The politicians are the primary reason for our problem because each time we go around running a campaign and preaching the gospel, they enter in there, they feel us. UP did the same thing, or Judge Weah did the same thing. By no means, nobody gonna sit over here and say that CDC is doing well. No, they are not doing well. But in my honest opinion, compared to the opportunity and privileges for the UP, I think CDC is trying. CDC is trying. Or somebody will want to argue, but I think they are trying. The most corrupt government in modern time in Liberia is UP. For 12 years, 12 years, UP started with a blank check. Plain and simple. The international community raised our debts and they told them we are starting over. 12 years, they had all the great minds, the experts, the elites. They failed miserably. And they wanted for us to celebrate mediocrity. We are not going to celebrate such because you did one or two development over here, so we should say that you are entitled to another round. I'm sorry. As good as Joseph Boyka is, he's a good man. He's an elderly man, a good state man. But sometimes being good cannot just transform to leadership. It's okay to love him, but for you to think that he is the best to lead our country forward, I think is wrong. And I stand by that, and I'm not going to stand by that tribal politics. But the thing about it is just is before I close, I want for UP to search their conscience because they are pushing this old man. to use him in the way that they will corrupt our covers. The old man will not have the energy because we all know that to be a president in Africa is different from the West. You have to be there. We believe in our service. You have to be there. You have to show up. Boyka is not going to show up. And one thing I want to tell people from UP, for the next few days going to election, keep that old man away from the mic, please. Allow him to run on the love of the people. The people love him. There's nothing he should go out there to try to over-explain himself, because each time he opens his mouth, he's going to cause a lot of problems. Because what he just did, the interview he did, the last interview was miserable, and it was a failure. I don't even know how to, for lack of better word, it was a total failure. I don't know how to put it into, like I'm trying to put it into the context here, but it was a total failure. For a president to go over there and start just making all type of headline news about the URA trying to start war, about Ellen, everything. Keep Joseph Boyka away from the mic, please, UP. Please keep him away from the mic. Allow him to run. This is the type of thing that if the woman love you, you don't need to approach the woman again. Let the people vote for him, okay? Don't put him near the mic. Thank you.
Thank you very much. In politics, got so many things that go on in politics. People capitalize on little things, especially election time, to drag your name in the mud. I understand that. Somebody not able to understand or call the age of Liberia, how old is Liberia, that shouldn't make somebody not be qualified to become the president. The coach is back. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Facebook Live, open table. I want to take this time to introduce to you one of the funniest of this community, our senior coach, our dynamic coach, the winning coach, G. Rashid, Ernest Samuel, Indiana old-timer coach. How you doing, Mr. Coach?
I mean, the coach still getting set.
I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. I would like to say sorry for the delay.
No problem. Senior coach, I know I've been talking about you a lot. The world have listened to me talking about you, the winning coach, the best coach. You are on a show with the midfielder, the incoming goalkeeper of the old-timer, and that's the striker of the old-timer, and you are the senior coach. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Samuel.
Okay. By way of introduction, my name is Ernest Samuels, and I'm the present coach for Indiana old-timer. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah. My computer is died. I want to plug it somewhere.
Oh, okay. I'm presently the coach of Indiana Old-Timer Association. I moved in the community like 3 years ago, and I saw the uniqueness of this community, and that's why I decided to be part of this community. I brought my family along, and we are here.
Thank you very much. I wanted to dive into politics a little bit, but I'm going to refrain from that because I got to talk about sport. Honorable man, the senior coach of this community, Old-Timer Association of Indiana. So, what are some of the things you've been doing for the old people, the Old-Timer Association of Indiana? Your legacy.
So, I would like to give a special thanks to the guys who helped the community together, like you, XYZ, Joseph, Jeremiah, Bala. Because when we first moved here, we heard that you guys used to practice all the way on the south side, and we decided to join the practice because at the end of the day, sport usually bring the community together. So we decided to be part of the community, and we saw the togetherness coming up gradually, but it wasn't as strong as some of us wanted it to be. So we decided to organize ourselves, and we reached out to one or two persons, and they bought the idea, and that's how we established the Old Timer. We have our formal meeting on it was in May 13th, if I can remember, May 13th, and we organized. I was overwhelmingly elected as coach, and I went aboard. I selected my captain and my financial secretary. Together, we form a good team, and we work along with the body. We decided to encourage everybody to be part of the Old Timer, and we organize our WhatsApp group. The WhatsApp group is presently active. And at the end of the day, we thought it was to bring about dues payment, because that way, that's the only way the organization can function. And a lot of the members bought the idea. We moved forward. We started paying our dues. We started dues payment on the 27th of the same May. A lot of people got involved. They started paying our dues, and we tax everybody $5 every Saturday. And we've been making a lot of progress. And the togetherness is working. People are adhering to some of the verbal rules that were established. People are adhering to it, and we are moving gradually. We've added a lot of people, permanent people in the community, and they have responded. Pastor Willie, he's been coming to practice with us. Pastor Emmanuel, they've been coming to practice with us. We got people who are with us who are not actively involved in the sporting arena, but financially, morally, spiritually, they've been with us. Us like the SG of the LAR, Mr. Robert Carey, he's been with us. He provided transportation. We work along with him, and we're able to get two of his cars, and we use it to go to Kentucky. And the trip was successful. We had the input of everybody who supported the trip. They were appreciated. We had a lot of permanent people in the organization. I can see that we are moving gradually.
Thank you very much. Honorable Chairman, do you have any question for the coach?
No, I mean, not really a question, but I mean, I would like to say, the man is doing very well. The thing about sports, sports in any society should be encouraged. We are lover of sports, whether it be a basketball, football, or baseball. And I'm not going to say another football again because American people call that own football. I believe the real football is the one, the world knows around. This football is the one we know around. The one that Arsenal play football because
I'm a Jesse.
the big team like Arsenal they want to play. That's why I'm referring to football. But yeah, so uh, it's a good thing when NS came into the community. Enes came into the community, he tried to find way to get involved into the community, and to see him coaching the old timer is another way of getting involved into the community. You see, and sometimes in this country, the country is stressful. Sometimes we need to find things to at least distress. Try to be around people because after you work in this country, until you come to America, when people complain about America, you will never know because everybody that's why I don't even complain about America than anybody back home. You understand? The people back home think that I mean we are privileged to be here. Don't get me wrong. But the stress that is in this country is not for joke. You cannot go to your grandfather or your uncle home and go eat pan butter or tell them to take care of your children for free or whatsoever like that. Everybody working.
Yeah.
On the weekend, group of old men or old timer coming together to practice is a good thing. And I want to say, Ernest, thank you for what you are doing, you and your team. I know leadership is hard. You guys got to understand that. You'll go through some storms. It's up and down or whatsoever, but you got to be resilient. You got to stay the course. You got to do what you're supposed to do. The thing about it is, to be a leader, you are not there to be favored by everybody. Because if you want to get favored by you want everybody to be like in your good corner, or everybody to like you, and then you're not going to lead well. Sometimes a leader will have to look at somebody in the eye and say, "Oh, this or that," because when you start to make too many friends, and I believe every one of us we are friends, but when it comes to putting down the rules and other stuff, it's okay. And I think that the old timers, we should all learn to respect each other. We are all grown men. Like I said, we're all grown men. um, uh, uh, Sorry for my the solo in my toe. You know, I'm from Lofa County.
It's okay. We'll
Sometimes.
take the Grand Crew. Don't worry. We're not moving there. Let's go.
Oh my God! All right. No, we're all grown men. We're all grown men. So, to be frank, coming together, the only thing we need is respect. All right, we need to respect each other because we're all taking care of our homes, our wives, our children. So when we come together, we listen and we go back to our various homes and we retire to our various homes and go and do what we're supposed to do. But thank you again. You say you came over here and move your family, but who invited you here, or you just passing through, passing by, or whatsoever, or I mean, was it an invitation? Because I mean, something got to bring you over, you know.
Okay, that's a beautiful question. I have my brother-in-laws here. Uh, they are Alvin Logan and Philip Logan. I visited. I made like 3 trips here before I moved here. My first trip was I came to a baby shower, Philip Logan baby shower, and right after the shower, I had the opportunity to be carried around. I saw a couple of places, and I thought about the horsey market. It was kind of a reasonable on this side. I'm like, this is somewhere that I would love to bring my family. And my family, I think we can make a better living here. Not playing where I was first located. That's Raw Island. Not playing it down. I went back. My second trip was the collaboration of LAR on a Rufus Tati and RYMA. They came together and had a program. I was invited again. I brought my whole family again. We came. We attended the program and I inquired. I'm like, is this everybody? Like the program was kind of a poorly attended in my view. Uh, but I heard there was a couple of back and forth from the losing party and the party that won the election, that is Rufus Studies. So I'm like, okay, that's nothing. I'm positively sure this leadership will reach out to the losing party and they can come together and they can still move the community forward. My third trip was horse. I was looking for a house and I came, I moved around, they showed me a couple of places. I'm like, okay, I finally made my decision. I will go back and talk to my wife and we'll move here. And I found a beautiful place around northeast. And my family moved here. When I moved here, I'm like, I'm not gonna sit. I'm gonna inquire, know the in and out, get involved into activities. Because at the end of the day, it's not for myself. I'm gone. It's all about my kids' future. So that's how I reached out. When I reached out, we got involved in a political arena. Then we extended it to the sporting side. And by the way, Old Timer is a non-political entity. We don't encourage politics. If you just make mistake, the guys in the chat room know. They know once you decide to bring up a politics, boop, we remove it. Because, like you said, it's somewhere that we usually go to de-stress. we have fun, we interact, we get to know new people, we meet new people. It's because of old timer I had the opportunity to meet people. Some of the people I only used to hear their name. I only used to hear their name. Because of old timer, I started interacting with
I
people.
bet you heard my name.
That's why I name your name is a household name here. And one of the person I read it, welcoming in this community is my brother in studio there, yeah. I met Yan through a friend that I knew from back home. And my first interaction with Yan, it was like he knew me ever since. He welcomed me wholeheartedly. He introduced me to this the community. You got to get involved. He encouraged me. Uh, he didn't even stop there. He took it as far as the job area. He told me, "Oh, brother, if you want to do this, which is the praising
Mhm.
job, he's like, if you want to get involved, I will guide you." And there were so many times when I started getting involved into that job, I reached out to him. I got stuck at a certain point. I reached out to him, and he guided me. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. This is what you do. This is what you do. That's what people do to bring about growth in community. Like you said, there were one or two ups and downs. There will always be people who will look down on you. But at the end of the day, your ability to stay in their face and tell them, hey, there is no way you can bully me. I got people who I've met here that got my back. And that's how I moved here. I was invited by my brother-in-law. They told me this is a good place. And that's how I'm here today.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Honorable Manyan and Dave Furula, who already met the man when he got here on his third visit, Nyan Furula. Nyan Furula, you got a question for the student guys?
Um, the studio guy, clear my question, from his deliberate right now. Like I had some question, but he cleared it up. But I just want to say he's a fine gentleman, and we are proud to have him in our community. And like he rightly said, when I first met him, I knew that he's not a sit still guy. I knew that he had that kind of he's a people person. He's someone who will, when you talk to you can see that connection there. So and I got involved with him, and I talked to him. Since then, he been involved in this community. You know, even though we sometimes we can be on the opposite side, but he's a very fine gentleman. Trust me, he's a fine gentleman. He's a family man. He's a elderly, big brother to me that I always look up to him as well. And since he been here, I can say doing what he's doing with the old timer is wonderful. Every Saturday morning, if you go on the field, some of us who was local here with one another because of community politics, every one of us on that football field every Saturday playing is something that we should commend him for. It's something that we should really his effort should not go unnoticed. I'm glad that you on this platform today, that the community know you, especially our elderly people who not know that you bridging that gap of the division that were in this community. They then also hear you out and know you, you know. And I really want to say thanks for everything you do. We appreciate everything you do. We might not be saying it all the time to you, but just know that we appreciate everything you do. For me, sometimes when I come on the football field, when I see all of us together on that football field talking, it brings joy to me. Because that's what we've been fighting for. I'm serious. This is what we've been looking at. This is what we've been talking about. Even though we have our personal feeling, but all are there for one purpose to play and to de-stress, like you rightly said, to de-stress. And as time go by, all those personal hard feelings will go away because our consistencies together. I want to say thank you for what you do and continue to do it. Don't do not, do not be discouraged by any negative talk out there. Some people will always be negative because it's not them. some people will see you doing good because it's not them. They will try to bring you down, or they will try to say something to discourage you. But you know, good, good kudos to you and your team. My question was, if the old timer operating on an area, but you said it's non-political, so it clear my doubt. But if you can test that, if it's on an area, if it's operating on an area,
No, the old timer is not operating under any but the old timer is willing, 100% willing to work with any organization within this community.
okay,
Old timer is part of this community. There is no way you can separate old timer for any organization within this community, because every member of old timer is one way or the other part and parcel of some organization within the community. So old timer is willing to work with everybody. Once you reach the old timer, we can plan it together, and old timer will be involved, and we can all go and celebrate your activity. That's one of the things I try to push, and few of my friends call me. They say, "Bro, that whole book you wrote in the chat room," and I'm like, "No, I was just going to get my clarity, the reason for which I joined old timer." And one of the problems I see within this community is when one person, one organization, like a church or an organization, with the exclusion of birthdays, graduation, and those kind of celebration, once a church is having a program, I think it's better for everybody, all other churches, every organization, to go and support that particular church. If that church is having a program on this specific day, I think all other churches should pull up and go and worship with them. That way, we create a support system, because most of the churches, some of them have 15, 20 members. And with those members, I'm just assuming with those member contribution, I don't think it's enough. I'm not looking down on people spending and all that. I don't think it's enough to support that church, to pay that church bills. But if the community can support the church, that particular church, because of that program, if the community can support that church, like everybody go there, pay that offering and tithe, and listen to the word of God, I think this community will make a massive progress towards togetherness. No two major organizations should have an occasion on the same day. I don't see the logic in it. I don't see the logic in it. I think once we start doing that, like LAI is having a program, everybody, the RYMA, the men's organization, the churches, the everybody, there should be no other program on that day. We should support them. If the men's association is having a program, we should all go there and support them. That way, we will bring about strength, togetherness, the common understanding, one goal, which is pushing this community forward, preparing a better future for our kids. Because I want at the end of the day, when Young is somewhere, or XYZ is somewhere, or Joseph is somewhere, and my son or my daughter is there, they will be like, oh, this is Ernest's daughter. They will be there to correct that child, just in case the child is going the wrong way, or if the child needs protection. Young will then stand there and be like, oh, because Ernest and myself house when I misunderstood the way back, and I see a kid in problem, I will just let something happen to them. That way, the community can grow together. It's all about growth. But if we decide to do everything separately, I don't think it makes sense. I don't think this community is going to move forward. That's just my take. I think we need to establish a support system wherein once this organization is having a program, we all go there and support that organization. If a church if is having a program, we all need to go there and support that church. Like one of our members, David Gurley, is having a musical concert. He's invited a lot of people. I think it's prudent that the community get involved and attend that program wholeheartedly. That's just my take.
Thank you. Thank you very much, senior coach. You elaborated on a lot of stuff. I have a question for you. Anyway, the first thing is, can you go ahead and name your leadership? Your leadership. I know you got a coach. There's a leadership. They are watching. They are watching you. I don't want you to lead them and say, "Oh, the coach forgot about us." Your leadership, you need to applaud them, call their name on open table forever. It will remain here. And then another thing is, when are you playing your next game? Because the season is about to be over. When are you playing your next game? Is Old Timer going to indoor to go play during the winter? Those are some of the questions that people want to know. When are you playing your new game? I mean your next game, and then the name of your hierarchy.
All right, let me answer the first question. The names of my hierarchy. I got my captain. I got my captain, who is Jeremiah Chie. I know we have a lot of Jeremiahs in the community, but my captain is Jeremiah Chie.
Jamache.
My, he is my captain.
Yeah.
My financial secretary is Morris Gua. Morris Gua is my financial secretary, and I think I don't know about other people when it comes to finances. I think he's like, I don't know, the English man, the American man with
Excellent.
excellent.
Yeah.
We get report every 3-4 days. If there's a payment, you will see he will post it in the chat room. This person just make this payment, and he's updating our financial report almost every 2 to 3 days. You will see it. You will see payments. My assistant captain is Roland Akwe. Roland is someone who's been actively involved in sporting activity when it comes to soccer, when it comes to bringing the kids together. Roland is somebody who's been in that position, and I think he's been doing a marvelous job. So we decided to bring him on board to continue his work. For now, that's my team that I'm working with. We usually, and Otama is a everybody involved thing. Before we can even pass a judgment, we usually put it in the chat room. The party agree, and we move on. Once it's voted upon, it's what we goes with. And I think that's one of the reasons Otama is getting stronger, because we're making sure to get everybody involved in the process. We want everybody's voices to be heard. Don't sit on the side and say, "Oh, you're not the talking tap. I'm shy. I don't want people looking down on me." We always encourage people to say what they have to say. We usually have intense fellowship. We don't have argument. We don't go back and forth, but we usually have intense fellowship in the chat room. One person expressing themselves. We don't use abusive words in our chat room, because we got a lot of older people in our chat room. The president of LAI is in our chat room. We got a lot of men of God in the chat room. We got the SG of LAI is there. We got some permanent people who are in the chat room. So there is no way we can encourage. We always push respect, regardless of age. You have to respect each other. That way the community will go far. The organization as a whole will move forward. It's respect. And Old Timer is a conglomeration of young and old people coming together to work as a single unit. And I think we are having fun. I think we are really having fun. And Old Timer,
I think so too.
initially when we started borrowing jersey from LAR. Thanks to LAR, they allowed us to use our jersey. Fortunately for us, Old Timer has his own jersey. Everybody have their own number, and they have their own jersey. So Old Timer is growing gradually. I will encourage everybody who's been silent in the chat room, but they've been silent. We encourage them. We need our input. We need all the ideas we can get to move the community forward. And to your second question, you said, when will be our next game? We're working on it. We're about to have a best on a 3 between Barrow and IE. I'm working along with IE coach to see if we can schedule that game as soon as possible before we can go into the winter. But when we get to the winter, Old Timer is not done. Old Timer will be playing indoors. We're working on that. There are so many other things that we're working on. We're growing gradually as we grow. We are incorporating new ideas. We are incorporating new things. And I think at the end of the day, uh, 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 with the kind of speed we are on, I think Old Timer will be something good for the community.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That's the voice of the senior coach, the undefeated coach. The man went to Kentucky. He brought trophy. The man brought money. He brought cash. The cash, the records are there. Maurice Gore, the financial secretary, is aware. He been giving update. The coach, the winning coach from Louisville, who beat Louisville FC and that the Louisville Old Timer. And he brought a trophy to Indianapolis, Indiana. The records are there. The trophy is at his house right now. But anyway, we don't want to book your time. Honorable Chairman?
Yes.
We're not hearing you.
No, I'm talking to the Honorable Chairman. Say, Honorable Chairman, when I call your need, that means you are there. Hey, Papa.
Oh, I mean, I don't have much to say. Like I mean, we have been touching on everything so far. Again, like I said, kudos to Ernest and his team, Morris, Jeremiah Chia, Roland Akwe, and whosoever helping to do this. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's uplifting the community. You know, for a long time, the morale in the community was down due to politics. We always experience this after every political season. Things uh, turn to start looking a little bit dark or bleak because some people are not good at accepting defeat, and they do not know how to go about themselves or accepting that. But the old timers, old timer is doing well. Like you guys said, everybody coming together and moving forward. Our political differences, we put it aside. Whatsoever we do to our workplace, we put that aside. Uh, whatsoever we do at home, we put it aside. We come out here and we just want to have fun and fellowship with guys. And I always tell my coach, or I tell them if I'm not having fun with it, I'm done with it. I'm always out here to have fun with it. It's not about what I'm doing at my office or what I do at work or what I do at my house. I just want to come over here, put all that aside, and just operate with the people ahead of me or with me at the park event. I don't talk anything outside of football at the event. I just want to be out there and have fun. We all have time that we deal with our workers, our co-workers, our associates during the week. On the weekends, it's time to have fun with the guys. It's time to have fun with the boys. They have time. Some of all we are not old timers. I mean, we're just not active. I mean, I think I need to spray my beer maybe to make it a little bit great to catch up with old timers. But
Echo, echo, echo.
I'm glad to frankly speaking, I'm glad you guys accepted some of us. I'm glad you guys accepted some of us because first of all, when people are coming with the age limit for old timer, I was like, oh, okay, I would just be coming to just watch you guys. But the fact that the coach said people who are not active, so I started coming outside to exercise. Matter of fact, it's good. Health what is good for some of us. Some of us we never knew we were out of shape until we start exercising. You know, it keep you healthy and all these things. So, thank you, Ernest. Thanks to the team, Cheer, Morris Gore, and everybody else. Jeremiah Cheer is a good leader. He's doing his thing. Frankly speaking, leadership is hard. And Jeremiah Cheer has been doing his thing as a captain. He's trying. And one person that is doing absolutely well, like the coach said, is Morris. Now, if anybody can say that Morris stole our money, then the person lying. Because you can go through the text message, every message. It's like Morris can just be waiting for his phone to say, "Ding." Once he get that cash app notice or he get that deposit notice, he share it with the community. He will tell the person, "Thank you, I received this." So you can literally count your money by going through your text message without even asking him for financial report. And that's a good thing. Again, I mean, I expect him. I mean, that's my older brother. Besides being my older brother, he's from Lofa County. Lofa people are good with money. You
Oh my
understand? That's the
goodness!
thing.
Oh my goodness!
They
The
are very,
money can stick in their pocket.
they are very good with money,
No,
and
no,
they
it's not like that.
are CJ, like my co-chairman. But that's
No, I can spend money by way. Let's get it there.
But thank you, Ernest. Thank you so much. Thanks to you guys. I mean, we're having fun with it. Like you guys keep rolling this thing. Let's keep doing this thing. For me, I'm okay with the leadership. I don't want us to bring anything about politics into the whole thing. I mean,
No.
if you guys want to stay for long, like how long, I really don't care. I just want to come and play football on weekend.
Mr. Vurula, before you go, let me touch on our leadership a little bit. I'm starting with the coach. Coach, I must admit, thank you so much for making me a striker. I must, even though I'm not scoring, but there's the thing. Let me make this thing clear over here.
Little my ball, power coach.
No, enough power. I'm telling you, the coach. No, let me tell you, the coach, one who played the game, understand the game.
The man understand everything, coach.
Yeah, it's not because I'm playing all the games. I'm not scoring. I understand I'm not scoring. These are things that happen in soccer. I'm not scoring, but I have an impact. People don't understand. I'm playing. I'm playing every game. I'm playing every practice, but I'm not scoring. I score 1 or 2 goals. That's it. But I told the players today, I told the team that I apologize, I'm not been scoring, and I'm gonna buy different boosts to start scoring. Maybe that's what's gonna happen. I have played all these games and I'm not scoring. And to the hierarchy, coach, you are doing extremely well. To be honest, you are a good leader. You are a true leader. You know me, I don't buy and blow, but I'm telling you, you are a good man. You are a good guy. You are a good coach. You're doing everything. When people talk down on you, let them go. That's what makes you a leader. And I want to talk to the captain as well, Jamache. Jamache, you have been excellent. You're doing your job, to be honest. I put people in charge when people not doing their job. Like I always, do my thing in the community. When you're not doing your thing, I will tell you, Jamache, you're doing well. If you're not under my voice, we're going to tell you, you can listen to the podcast. You are doing well. To G consistent Mars. To be honest, you form a mouth in Liberian term. You are doing extremely well. You are working. There's no limit. Every day, G consistent is in my inbox. May not pay you. I said, don't carry on a group chat. Please, I will pay you. To be honest, they may always contacting me. May not pay you.
Hello, my people.
But I will pay. You
Money
just
can stick in their pocket, brother.
man, I'm telling you that I'm paying. That's those of you guys that are paying a little, the risk is not to the swift, but he will do it to the end. One day I'll just come and clear the whole year. And that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm being very positive, G consistent. You're doing a very good job. Marriage squad, you're working very well.
That
To
one
my
next
brother,
national secretary in the
Quick.
community. He got my vote.
To my brother, no. To be honest, G consistent. If you ever contest in the election or next election, it's overwhelming or something. It's gonna be clear. There's no other doubt to say they may have not worked. They may have worked expediently. I mean, expediently. He worked. He works. To be honest, I'm not here to brag about anything, but I'm telling you the truth. When somebody they say give the flower to the man when he is alive, and that's what I'm doing. My forest go is proving the people wrong. He's doing well. Every day he comes out and posts the listing. Even today, after practice, you will see it. Before in the evening time, you're gonna see the list gonna be up there. I'm gonna be showing of myself on my knees. I'm not on the list, but the high left is. But to my cousin, my brother, Rila Koi, you're a good leader. There's no question about that. I know and I understand this is something that is an inborn tendency. You are people's people. You are the people's people, and the people love you. And that's it. You are a leader, and you have a team, and now you are the existing captain to the Old Timer Association of Indiana. Kudos to you. To all of you that serving, I don't think we're gonna change you guys anytime soon because we love the work you guys are putting in. And the next question I want to ask the senior coach. Senior coach, when we started, he said it's non-political. I posted a flyer when we first begin. I got latches, political latches. Even though it's not politics, but I got latches. But yeah, nowadays people are posting flyers. What is your take when it comes to people posting flyers? Our whole group chat have become flyers. People putting in their clothes for sale and other stuff. So, Koi, what you gonna do about that?
So, like you already said, when we first started, we had one or two restrictions on things. But as we evolve, as time goes by, as we evolve, we started to allow a couple of things to happen, which is for the betterment of the group. Because we have, like I said, we got pastors in the group who needed to post their their events. We have people who had kids' birthday, graduation that needed to post these things. We had other organization, other people who are in other organization needed to post the activity. But that's why I said we started evolving gradually, we started growing gradually, and we started accepting some things. I can assure you that I've started reaching out to one or two persons that I think will be a perfect fit to be on the rules committee. We'll come up with those rules. Tomorrow, everybody who will be on that committee will know that they're on that committee, and they can start reaching out to each other, and they can come up with the rules that will govern the child room and and old timer. But like I said initially, like you said, you received latches when you posted. But at the end of the day, like I said, the group is evolving. We are growing gradually. So as we grow, you will see one or two changes until we can have those rules ensure in our organization or our group as a whole. There are a couple of things we were encouraged nowadays. There are a couple of things we encourage nowadays. I've just appointed. I will put it in the chat room. I've just appointed uh Levetus, who is AKA DDA. He's going to be ultimate trainer. He's going to work on the team before we can start practice. I'll post it in the chat room, and we will all see. We can all welcome him on the leadership committee, and we can move on from there. But like I said, we are growing gradually. But tomorrow, all those who supposed to be on the rules committee, they will know themselves, and the names of those who will be on the rules committee will be posted in the chat room. They will come up with the rules, and from there we can move on.
Thank you, Jean Volula.
Yes, nothing much right now. I just want to ask the coach for the past program that I've been having. I know all time I've been having game. Are we going to have a game today at the park? Is there anything going on at the park today from the old timer?
Unfortunately, Otama won't be part of the activities when it comes to game, but Otama will be involved with the happening. We
Okay.
won't be partaking in any game. That's a long story. I don't want to go into. I don't want to depth into
No,
that.
no, 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 no.
But
That just the answer I needed, brother.
yeah, Otama won't be partaking in any game, but we'll be there. We'll be part of the activities.
Okay.
Volula, can you please go to the message area, to the comment section, and read them for us, please?
I'm putting it there. Please see your own. I'm putting it there already. I'm
Yeah,
putting
it's
it
it's
there.
up. People are watching it. People are seeing it. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
So
SYC is the main
let me
studio.
follow. Let me follow. We don't want.
SYC It's John Z. SYZ is John Z in studio. The studio person in SYZ is John Z. They say congratulations, John Z and Morris. Best miss goals. Old timer team. Oh my goodness, the struggle.
What is that? The only one there? Is that the only one?
The mask is sticking right now. I'm coming. I'm going up. I will go up a little bit.
As far as we need to go to the park, so we don't want to take too much time out on the platform.
That's true.
Yeah, we gotta go to the park and go support the community.
Yeah, we need to go to the park.
Yeah, so let's try to wrap it up together.
Yeah, we can wrap it up together. Yeah.
Let the guest give his parting statement, and then I can go, and then
No, I can go after the guest.
Okay, no problem. And then Yan can close because Yan is closer to the park.
Yeah.
Oh, got to drive from all the way out of town.
That's true.
So
right,
yeah.
right. I'm just 2 minutes away.
Yeah,
I will try by all means. We keep the park.
Go ahead.
All right, gentlemen. I will once again like to say thanks for affording me this opportunity to be on your platform. And I would like to say thanks to the community for getting involved with Otama. Thanks to everybody who showed up today, especially for the newcomers. One of our big brothers just showed up today. I think today is the first practice. Azari, he showed up and he was involved with the practice. And he made his first payment, which we really appreciate. Murray posted in the chat room is there. Now I would like to say a big thank you to everybody who've been making contribution, who've been making a payment. We need those funds to keep this organization going, to get a couple of stuff for the organization. And I would like to encourage everybody who haven't been actively involved with the old timer to come around. Sometimes you don't have to play football. I've seen Yan on the field so many times. He didn't play soccer, but he was involved. And I would like to appeal to our silent, those who are silent in the chat room, to get involved. We don't want to make it look that we are the ones making all the decision, and they are not involved in the decision making. We need our support. We need the comment. They need to get involved in making decision when it comes to old timer. And I will say a big thank you to the community for welcoming me and my family. And together we can move the community forward. I would like to say thanks to my team. They are doing extremely well in my absence. They have taken over the mantle so many times. And I trust them. I know they got my back. I got their back. And the whole organization is working as a team. That's why we see us growing faster. I would like to say thanks to you guys again for the invitation. And I look forward to seeing old timers at the park today. Let's go there and have fun.
Yeah.
This is all about this community. Politics is gone. We're done with it. It's all about the community. Let's go there and have fun. Let's meet new people. Like I went to the park on the 26th. I met a couple of people that I haven't seen in this community. I saw them. If I was sitting home, I wasn't going to see them or know them or introduce myself to them, but I was able to meet them. So I will encourage everybody. Let's get involved. Let's go there and have fun. This is a community thing. So thanks again, guys, for the invite.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Chairman, you want to go? I can go, right?
Thank you, NS. Thank you so much.
You want me to go? I can go. I mean,
let me just do it quick. Let me wrap it up. I got some stuff to do real quick. Anyway, I want to say thank you guys for listening to us today. This OP table, we have been out for some time now. We say to our audience, I want to apologize to you guys. We've been out. We are back now.
Because of the old timer game, brother.
We are back now. We've been playing soccer, but we are back. We're gonna make sure we create time. We're gonna create time for our show, and we apologize to our listeners. We say please join us, be with us. We love you. To the coach, thank you for coming on OP table. The invitation was extended to you. It was a short period of time, but I'm happy. I'm glad that you made it. That's why you are the coach, the super coach, the Superman coach, the all-time coach, the winning coach. And we applaud you. You and your your hierarchy. We applaud all of you for the good job you guys have been doing. And I will say to the community, today is our flat day. Let all road lead to the park, Kimby, behind Jan Vulile's house. We are coming. Vulile, I hope you got all the goods for us. We are coming to Kimby. That's your community.
Mm.
We will be there, but God's willing, as soon as I leave the show, our road leads to Kimby. Let's go and celebrate. Let's have fun. This community is all about fun, even though we can be serious at times, but we have to have fun this summertime. That's the time everybody come out, go and meet new people, go make friends. We love to make friends. So a lot of you in the diaspora, this open table, uh, even though we come on our time is at 2 p.m. Eastern time, 2 p.m. Eastern time on every Saturday. Follow us. We will not disappoint you. We love you. We love you so much. Philly Logan and the rest of the other guys, Jeremiah Chie and other people that been watching and following us, we say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to all of you, Nyan Def Volula, and Samuel, and that of the chairman, just as I said, Junior, thank you guys for coming today on. Let's keep the ball rolling, and that's how it's supposed to be. I love that. Thank you guys. I salute you all.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Ernest, for coming. We hope you stay around a little bit before we close this thing. Then we all can go to the park. Thank you very much. Again, we appreciate you. You are a very fine gentleman. You came to this community and you get yourself involved. You are an elder. I mean, you are far younger, older than men are sitting down here, and I
I
respect
mean
you.
too, brother.
I respect you for that. Matter of fact, everybody on the platform older than me. So yeah, yeah, you don't have to say amen too because you are not too old. So, but I actually do respect you, to be honest, because the way you came around and you get involved. And the thing about it is not always about politics. We have to do things differently sometimes. Like we are saying today, let's try to go out there and talk to people. Sometimes, as an old timer member, you can go out there and even recruit people from the park. You might see somebody old that want to play football, and the coach or the captain might be out there and try to recruit the person. Well, let's try to get involved in the community. We cannot distance ourselves from the community. This old timer is not about politics, but again, let's try to get involved into the community. Shout out to all those who have been supporting us on Saturday, especially Savannah Spirit. We said thank you very much. We love you. Thanks for your generous donation. May God bless you. Every time you try to buy food for us, sometimes. So we say shout out to you. Thank you very much, Michelle. Thank you for bringing us our little, for us to dehydrate or is that to dehydrate or rehydrate whatsoever? It's to to download because after when we are dehydrated, we get something outside waiting for us to to cool our chest. But like Michelle, thank you very much. And I know who else again, Bala, and who else? Like so many people on a Saturday. I'm not just talking about the general thing, but every Saturday, you guys they are going the extra mile. They are supporting us. They are buying food. They are buying drinks. They are buying a lot of things. So we say thank you, Peter. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Bala. Thank you, everyone. Coach, thank you, Coach brought in something this weekend. Thank you very much. Thanks to you guys. This is why a community is about. Like, let's come out together and have fun. It's not about who has the biggest pocket, who has the biggest bank account. Every little thing is accepted. We are out there. When we're out there, we are vulnerable. We are just ordinary people. It's not about prestige. It's not about accolades. It's not about anything else. We are just ordinary people in the midst of our friends and peers. So we say thank you. Thanks to our listeners for following us. We say we appreciate you. We have been traveling. We have been participating in old timers, but we're trying to get this thing right. Open table is here and we're going to be here. So we say thank you very much. Yang, it's up to you and then we're going to come over to you.
Yes, NS, I want to say thank you, Mr. Coach. You the man. Kudos to you. Like I previously said that, you holding people together. You bridging that gap, and the entire community need to hear about your effort in the community of bridging that gap. That's a good thing. Keep it up. Don't feel that we're not seeing it. We are seeing it, and keep all the good work. You and your team. Kudos to you and your team, and to the entire community. If you are not waiting to to get involved of what NS and his team are doing, they won't have been there, or they won't be there today. So I want to say thanks for your willingness to come together as one people. We are all one people. Don't tell there will always be some misunderstanding. The teeth and the tongue can fight. So what's about us that came from different upbringing and what have you? So we will be there, but just the mutual understanding, that's what we're looking for among us, and it's there. We can see it. NS is bringing it up, and his team are bringing it up. We're seeing it. The young people need this, and the community need it. I will not do justice to myself to not recognize our ways and means under the leadership of Sabah Soso and her team. They are doing extremely well. The past few program they have heard, we're seeing some effort. They're really bringing people together. And today I can see that we see their effort will show up again at the park today. I want to say thanks to Sabah and her team, and the youth and sport chairperson and her team as well. They are doing extremely well. To the president and his team, you guys are doing extremely well. We will prevail. LAR will prevail. This community must prevail with all of our hands on deck. Kudos to Open Table.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jan Baluda. Thank you, gentlemen. Jan,
Jan is gone. Oh, Jan is there.
we will see you.
At the park.
I don't know the park, but I'll call you as I try to find my way over there.
Yeah.
I know they say it can't be, but
In Canby. Just follow anyway, call me when you get to Canby. Try to road straight. You will not miss it.
where will you be going to the park?
Yeah, I will be at the park if you pick me up.
Huh? Why are you saying?
All right, brother. I gotta go. My kids are
Yeah,
ready
we'll
to
be
waiting
there,
for
we'll be
me.
there.
Oh, my man, just you can call me.
Yeah, the kids